Hello my friends and welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you how I created seed starters in milk jugs. And this worked out so great. This was an experiment. I've been saving milk jugs all winter. And the easiest thing to do is to take a milk jug after you've washed it, poke holes in the bottom, and then take a pair of sharp scissors. I've gone ahead and labeled what I'm going to be planting in this jug. And then you just cut around about midway of the jug with the sharp pair of scissors, and then you're going to leave about a 2-inch gap that is uncut at the back of the handle. There we go. Just pop that open, and then I'm going to be placing in some seed starting soil. And then I've got some seeds I'm going to be planting. I'm going to be planting 2 or 3 different kinds of cabbage, some bok choy, and some Chinese cabbage. There's the seed starting potting mix. I've got my jugs labeled, and we're ready to plant some seeds. So the first step is just open up a pack of seeds and sprinkle those into the seed starting soil. And then I'm going to cover them with some more soil. And the smaller the seed, the less soil you need on top. So these are tiny cabbage seeds. These are a Chinese cabbage. And I love Chinese cabbage. It tastes so good and it's so easy to grow. So I'm just going to place these in the bucket, and we're going to add a little bit of soil on top. And then we're just going to water these. And it's the same procedure for all of the different vegetables that I've got going in these containers. Now you want to give your seeds a really good water. So I'm soaking this really well. And out in my greenhouse, I've got my heat mats going. They're nice and warm. And we're going to be taping these back up and then setting them on the heat mats. So it's kind of like a little mini greenhouse, the milk jugs are. So let's get busy finishing up planting, and then I'll share with you the next step. Okay, the seeds are planted, it's been watered, and now I'm just taking some duct tape and going around that cut line and just taping it shut. That's all there is to it. After I got the milk jugs outside in the greenhouse, they were too tall to fit under the lights, so I just cut the tops off, and you can see they're still moist inside. This is about 2 weeks later. I'm getting some good growth. Most of the seeds come up. And that's about 2 weeks, 10 to 14 days after planting. I used an ice cream container to plant my onions in, and they came up great. But this process works so well for me. Now this is 21 days after planting, and I want you to check out the growth. They are not leggy, they are nice and full, the leaves are full. I am so excited over this Chinese cabbage. I'm going to be replanting this in some milk jugs that I got from Sam's and Costco. They're a little taller. I've cutted them out. I've put in some really good potting mix with some blood meal, and I'm going to be planting each one of these individually in a milk jug, and then I'm going to hang them with a zip tie on a fence. So I'm just pricking them out. I've got a little tiny spade so I don't break the roots. Just pull that up, and then I'm going to be planting it into some regular Miracle-Gro potting mix. And I added a little bit of blood meal to get some nitrogen in that soil to help these plants grow. And there they all are. And let me share with you where I'm going to be hanging these. probably towards the end of February. On this fence, I'm going to be hanging these up with zip ties, so I think that will work great. And the girls are all under my feet this morning. They're so glad I'm outside. All right, let's go in the greenhouse and see where I've got everything set up. I've got the heat mats on, I've got my lights over, and you can see that they're all ready to grow some more before I hang them outside. These are more milk jug seed starts that I have going. That is regular cabbage, the Katarina cabbage. I'm going to be planting that outside. I'm going to make a little hoop house. These are onion starts. And the red cabbage, look how pretty that looks. So I'm going to be setting up my hoops out on my raised beds, and probably that's spinach I've got there. Probably towards the end of the month I'll be putting these outside with a hoop and plastic, and go ahead and get those started around the end of February. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to be working on potting up more seeds. There's all my seeds I've got labeled and ready, and I think I'll be doing a lot of those in the milk jugs because it just works so well. And I've got to start saving. We need to drink a lot more water and milk. But I'm really excited about the 2023 gardening season. I just can't wait to get out. Here's a little peek of last year's garden. And I'm just itching to get out there and start planting. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And let the garden season begin. Have a blessed day.